Hi, everybody. My name is Sloan Ferguson, and I'm so excited to be here with you all today to share a little bit about the product lab at Juice Plus Live Charlotte. It was such an incredible lab, and I felt very led to sign up for this lab because um, the main and most important core belief is to feel bulletproof when it comes to the Juice Plus products. And in my 7 year journey with Juice Plus, there's three core beliefs, right? There's the belief in the product, the belief in the Juice Plus company itself, and then belief in yourself. So again, I felt very led to sign up for that product lab. And the product lab was hosted by NMD Jenna Rude alongside of Lisa Pebble, the Senior Director of Product Development, and Hitesh Chauhan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, the Director of Global Product Management. They also had one of our farmers speak there and a woman from the Product Regulatory Department that shared some very awesome things with us. So just to give you an overview of what to expect today, so I'm going to start with some of the nuggets and takeaways that I personally had from the lab. I also have two awesome ladies that are going to share a little something with you. And then I'm going to share a short story that really pulled at my heartstrings that some of you may relate to. And I'll wrap it up with some, we can open it up for questions, or if any of you were at that specific lab and you want to share something, it'll be open for that at the end. So to start with, our capsules, they kind of started with common objections and different things that are very common for you to hear. So one thing is, for the capsules, why are there no sugar or fiber in them? Well, actually, there is. There is some sugar and fiber in them. So what happens is, what they said is they actually only remove the water. They don't remove the sugar or the fiber. That's a very tedious process, Lisa shared, and that's not something that they do. But with FDA food regulations, the label requires that it states if the sugar or fiber content is above 300 milligrams. And there's such a small amount that it's just not listed on the label. So if someone asks you about that, there is actually sugar and fiber in the capsules, but it's just not enough to be on the label. The other thing is, how is Juice Plus different and better? Well, it starts with the soil, is what she shared. Juice Plus with our family farms, they do crop rotation to naturally rejuvenate the soil. They plant perennials and cover plants. And with small family farms, they are actually on site and involved to watch for peak ripeness, or if there's any issue, they're right there. And that's really a key part of our story, right? Is farm fresh, ripe, peak ripeness nutrition. That's a game changer. So I thought that was very awesome that they shared that with us. In the woman who spoke, who's from our product regulatory department, she works very closely with FDA and NSF, and all these people come in and do the certifications and check the process of our product. And she said that in 43 years, they have never received a deficient inspection from the FDA. And the FDA visits their facilities very often. And I thought that was just remarkable. So be proud of your nutrition facts label, because a supplement facts label can hide things. It allows proprietary blends, she called it, where a lot of things can be hidden. So be very proud of your nutrition facts label. What they shared is Juice Plus is best in class in the category of whole food plant powders. So even though there's a whole lot of details and back end information for all these different objections that you may have about our product, they shared the main thing of what to say, and then share a resource with that person with the details. And Lisa Pebble actually put together, or they're in the process of putting together, short videos for us that are going to reflect some of the things she shared in this product lab, and they'll be on the hub. So to just say Juice Plus is best in class in the category of whole food plant powders, I'd be happy to share a resource with you if you'd like to find out some more about that. Jenna Rude, she's a national marketing director. She said that she's been approached by many companies to represent their brand. And she always asks three main questions. Number one, is it food? Number two, does it have an NSF certification and not just for gluten-free, a full NSF certification? Is it clinically verified with gold standard on humans? And she said no one has ever been able to answer yes to all of those questions. And she shared a brief story about one specifically that was at a total loss for words. And they said they didn't know how to answer her. So we're able to say yes to all these things with Juice Plus. A common objection or question that we get asked is it organic? Lisa gave the perspective of most often when people ask that, they don't really know what organic is. They're just truly asking, is it safe? So organic does not mean safe. It is not pesticide free. It is not synthetic free, and there's no testing required. The soil for organic is actually 4 to 8 times more likely to have E. coli because you have to know how to properly manage compost and manure in order to avoid a breeding ground for bacteria and microorganisms. Is that crazy? So our NSF audits are very thorough. There's no harmful levels of contaminants. There's several layers of testing. What's on the labels, actually what's in the product, and vice versa. It's safe fruits and veggies, and that is what your consumer is after. That's what they want to know. Is it safe? So the best thing for us to say is, actually, it's better than organic. It's very safe for your family, and I'd be happy to share more with you. They did a deep dive into the complete label and a little bit of the controversy or objection about the sugar content in comparison to the fiber content. The simple answer for this objection is, what they shared was, it's reasonably and responsibly sourced and it doesn't spike your blood sugar. I'd be happy to share a resource with you. Dr. Jan Roberto has a fabulous one that breaks down that information. So, and then there's a topic of being environmentally sustainable because that is something that is important to people. And she did share that if you're familiar with lutein, which is in our product and actually comes from marigolds, lutein is huge for eye health. Our facility that creates our lutein is a zero emissions facility, and the entire room stood up and clapped because that's a huge deal to be working with a small farm that is a zero emissions facility. So, and like I said, Lisa Pebble said that she was going to be putting out several videos to sort of replay what they shared during this lab as well, and it will be on the hub. So we'll all have that to be able to share with our prospects. And let's see, Mom, are you available? And let's see, is Jess on here? Jess is here. Okay, perfect. So I know that before I get to the next part, I know that when I experienced this product lab, I was just blown away. The feelings that I had when I left that lab got me really excited. So Jessica Plate and Dee Dee Diogo, they were both in that lab as well. And I've asked them to just share with us briefly how they felt about their partnership with Juice Plus when they left this lab. So let's see if we're gonna, Mom, if you can unmute yourself, you can share how you felt.
Hi, everybody. For me, just like Sloan said, the core beliefs and for the company, I left there going, wow, just wow. After they went through critical label reading, we know that everything that is on that bottle is in our product. There is no gimmicks. There is no proprietary blends. There's no nectar powder that is sugar, and that we're better than organic. I left there going, just wow. It blew my mind
Hi,
on
I'm on break.
how thorough we are. Um, the lady that does all the um, certifications, when they went into how long it takes for that certification, 4 days. 4 days every time they do the certification for us. And we pass with flying colors. And then there's a worldwide certification that our product goes through. We go through every step just to make sure that our customers know that everything that's on that bottle is in that product. It was amazing.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And Jessica Plate, if you would be so kind to unmute yourself, how did you feel after you left that learning lab in regards to going out there and sharing our product with the world?
Hey everyone, thank you, Sloan. Well, for one, I felt really proud. I felt like I was, well, for one, I was reminded of, how I'm part of something much bigger than myself, and that I, truly owe it to all my friends and family to be sharing about this because like Dee Dee said, the how to critically read a label. I can't believe we don't learn about this in school. I truly can't. This is something that impacts our entire lives. And so I do know that the Gen Z and the younger folks actually are a little more aware of, about what they're putting in their body and things like that. And so I felt really proud. I felt like it feels a little easier to share, something that truly is FDA, certified, compliant, how we're rotating our crops and things like that. That is so cool. And harvesting things at their proper maturity, which, even just going to the store in our produce department, a lot of the times that stuff is actually not harvested at its maturity. So that's pretty cool. It seems like a hack, like a real health hack that I am proud to share about. I love how it made me feel excited because, she said Juice Plus is first in class in the Whole Foods category. That's amazing. That first in class, like, wow. And NSF certified, clinically refined, like there's just the gold standard research, all those things just make me feel really proud and really supported. Additionally to that, never receiving the FDA deficiency inspection, and things like that, where, truly feels like, we're working with a company that has it together, and really is fueled, for longevity and, being transparent, versus a lot of companies that are out there.
Thank you, Jess. So I too I felt so compelled and so confident in what we have to offer that even though I already shouted from the rooftops, I was ready to shout it from taller rooftops because it's remarkable the quality and the efficacy and really just the moral compass of our company and what they do for us to be able to be proud of a product, to go out there and share it very proudly, very confidently. So Jenna Rude shared her family story. And she said a few things that really stood out to me as a mom. She said that it is your responsibility to make sure that every pregnant, nursing, and postpartum mom knows about this. It's not okay to not share. And I just think about my journey and how if I didn't know about this for my pregnancy, how things could have looked much different. So that really stood out to me. She said, we are introducing a diversity of plants to their gut, talking about little children. You are creating resilience in your child. And she also did share that on their Raised on Plants app, there is a free resource there, a pediatrician approved plan that they have put together with a pediatrician on their team that is open and available to all of us. So if you are looking for something to share with moms, that's there for us. And so, okay, for the story to wrap this up. So Jenna Rude's mom, is Tony Branner. And Tony Branner learned about Juice Plus when Jenna was 5 years old. So Jenna consumed Juice Plus for most of her life. She went to college. She decided to pursue the Juice Plus opportunity with her husband, Jake, because of the freedoms and the things, the availabilities that she saw growing up and being with her mom. And Jenna and Jake now have two beautiful, healthy little Juice Plus girls. And there's a lot more to their story, and I'm sure it's recorded somewhere if you're interested in hearing that. But my point is to just take a second and look at the big picture of that and the legacy from just that one family. And Tony Branner had rock solid belief in our Juice Plus products and research. Her children grew up in this community and consuming our products. So Jenna's now a national marketing director. Her husband, Jake, is a national marketing director, and the legacy just continues. And there's this incredible, healthy family. They created a movement called Raised on Plants, where they empower empower families all around the world. And it's like, regardless of your family history, no matter what you grew up with, all of that, you have the power that Tony had years ago to make a significant change for generations to come, a health change, a financial change, a lifestyle change, freedom. Where are you right now? How can you relate to that? Whether you have children, you have grandchildren, nieces, nephews, you becoming bulletproof in what we have here, just like Wendy Campbell always says, we have a gift of hope based on science. When we share Juice Plus with somebody, we've got this big, beautiful, sparkly present wrapped up with a big red bow that we're handing somebody because we are. That's what it is. So you becoming bulletproof in what our product is and what it's about and the quality and the efficacy and all the things that we've shared today could literally change the trajectory of a whole lot. So I would just ask you today to think about your legacy that you want to leave. And I know for me, and I get emotional thinking about this because I have two beautiful little Juice Plus babies myself. And I think about, wow, I could be a Tony Branner. And my little Lily could be a little Jenna Root. And what impact we can make together. So I just ask you to really take a look, take a deep dive, use the Juice Plus Hub. We have so many incredible resources. We don't have to be the expert, but we can have the main key bullet points and then share a resource. But that product lab was very powerful and it boosted confidence. It boosted confidence for me in the great gift that we have to share. And I just ask you to think about how you can personally relate to that and how I would love to know if anyone else is fired up about what we have. If you have any questions, please ask. And if you were in that product lab and you had a different takeaway, I'd love for you to share as well for everyone else.
Thank you, ladies. Wow, just so belief building, Sloan and Dee Dee and Jessica. Thank you also for sharing. And I love that you all got to experience it together. And I love how convicted you are, Sloan. It's really obvious to see that it really made an impact on you and the vision that you have, seeing the generations that have been impacted by Tony saying yes. It is really profound to think that I like to think about when I'm gone, when I'm gone from this life, that Juice Plus is going to live on with my own family, my children, and I do believe that some, if not all of them, will be involved in the business when the timing is right for them. And I have so much gratitude to the woman that shared this with me. I can't even imagine, none of us would be here if she hadn't done that. And I think we really underestimate the ability that we have to make a difference for other people. And I think it, when our belief is built and strengthened the way that you talked about, that it gives us more confidence and more bravery and more desire to be more bold and trying to reach out and help other people. And really, we really are gifted with the most remarkable whole food based new product on the planet. Really, there's nothing like it. So that was incredible. So appreciate you and investing in all of us with helping us learn from that. And I did also, when you talked about their app, I didn't realize it, but I looked on the App Store and I found it, like it was the first thing that popped up. So anybody who's interested in looking at that, appreciate you sharing. Anybody else have a question? Let's unmute and thank Sloan for teaching us today.